Hello everyone, my name is Brenda Unu and I am an architect. Hello everyone, my name is Brenda Unu and I am an architect. Today, on my episode of Wetin Architects They Do Sef, which simply means, what does an architect do? We shall be talking about the first role of an architect, which is advisory or consulting. Now, in my last video, I spoke to you about who an architect is and how you can find one. Now that you have found one, what are you going to do next? We also need to know that the advisory role happens at the beginning of the project, from the very first time you think about it. It's not just going to be only when you have already bought your land or when you think that you know what you need, just from the very start, because the architect is useful even in selecting your plot. I'll tell you a little story. Once upon a time, a lady came to me and said she wanted to buy land for her school. She was about to build an expanded version of her school. She needed to be sure if the land was going to be sufficient. She gave me her list of features and she gave me the survey plan of what she intended to buy. And I checked it out, did a few calculations and found out that it was good to go. So she bought it. Compare her to my other friend who wanted to build a house in Abuja and had already completed the process of buying land and even made a survey plan in his name. And then reached out to me and said, "Architect, I'd like to build a house." And we started to find out the requirements for his house. In my initial search, what happened? My initial findings from the planning permit office made us realize that he could not build on that land. It was just not going to be approved. So he had to jettison the land. He had to find ways of getting his money back from his agent or possibly sell the land. You can imagine how much hassle that was and how that could have been avoided if only he got it acted from the start of the project. So, why exactly are we getting an architect at the start of the project? They will perform a very important function for you called the advisory or consulting. Think about it this way. If you were going to start a business, wouldn't you get a business consultant to find out all the things you need to know before you start? In the same way, the architect helps you to find out, one, the suitability of your land to your project. Remember my friend who wanted to build a school? That is exactly what the architect will be doing. The second thing is to find out if what you want to build is even permissible in that area. Remember the second guy and his house in Abuja. So what exactly would the architect be finding out for you? They will find out things like zoning. Is that area zoned for the use you want to use it for? Imagine you wanted to build in a house in an area that is zoned for commercial use. It won't be approved. Or the height restriction. If you wanted to build a 6-story apartment in a place that is zoned for just 2, nobody's going to approve it. Also, it helps you check for the setbacks. What is necessary to leave as a setback in that area? Is it 4.5 meters? Is it 6 meters? Is it 9 meters? They vary in different parts of even the same state. These and more are the things that the architect looks out for you and helps you to find out before even putting pen to paper. Again, I'll give you a refresher. What we have talked about today is the usefulness of the architect at the beginning of your project in an advisory or consulting role. And we taught you, 1, the architect finds out the suitability of the land, and 2, the possibility of getting a permit. I hope you've been able to find value. For more on this topic and others, you can get my book, Brick by Brick, which is available on Amazon and other stores near you. My name again is Brenda Unu. Until I come your way again, this has been Wetin Architects They Do Sef. Bye-bye.